There we go. So this has been years in the making. I mean, this stems back to when I was just like banging bongos in nightclubs. And then I was in Blackpool. I remember seeing, well, not seeing any of me on my rig on stage. Took a step to the back of the room and I was like, without any lighting, no one knows I'm here. Like, I'm playing and banging bongos along to this DJ and nobody can even tell that it's live. So that's where the idea to put some LEDs in the bongos came from. Got together with Meinl, got an acrylic set of bongos from them, rigged them up with some LED lights. All of a sudden, it looked really visual, you could see me. And then it's developed and built from that, and I've built bigger rigs and fire drums and water drum shows. After the first version that I built out of homemade piezo transducers and bits of metal, and literally the foam I had on the top to spread the vibration was cut from a baby mattress and spray painted black. And then Roland saw me at the Gadget Show and were like, right, we want to get on board with this. So they sponsored me and they gave me 16 of their pads. And we've got down here the Roland Studio Capture. So it simply, each one sends a signal through to here, and it's picking up the vibration. So just all I'm doing in Ableton is reading this signal. So when I hit it, even like if I'm on a big stage, for example, there'll be a lot of vibration just naturally from the subs. So I can set the threshold for this. So if I set it too low, the bass can set off the drums sometimes. So you set the threshold up here. Once that spike of that vibration passes this threshold, I've then told it to send a MIDI signal. And that then just controls everything. So once it sends out that MIDI signal, having once received that trigger, that vibration, we then tell it to control the sounds, the graphics, the lights, and just connect it to all our other different systems. So that at the hit of a stick, we can play music and tell a story in the graphics as well. Yeah, so now it's the HD tremor. So we are using flexible video wall panels, sort of just exploding, and we can make it whatever we want. Sometimes we can be controlling an arcade game character, battling space invaders, anything really, because we've got the ability to do so with it being video wall panels rather than just LEDs now. I was a guest on the Gadget Show in the UK, and I've been a fan of that since I was a little kid. So to get to meet the presenters and work with them, and they've become friends of ours now. So it's not just like the live performances I enjoy, it's the creating the music, it's the actual behind the scenes. So to work with those guys and have them capture that process was really cool. We did some stuff for Red Bull, and we made all of these drums into a Red Bull can. And then when I hit each one, it would give you the sound of the can being opened and then the liquid exploding out, and we'd have it on the screen behind. So I'd hit each one of these drums, and as I'm playing, the cans are exploding all over the screen behind. So we get to be really creative with this tech we've got now. If you want to go with the flow of the crowd a bit more, I can actually be more of a DJ rather than just being a show. So we can segue into something that the crowd are really going to vibe with for a little bit, and then jump back into some of my stuff. Oh, that's me playing the track from before. And it now gives the possibility to, I can also like freestyle over the top of it. So if I drop a track here, if I've dropped it through a record box as well, obviously it'll give me the key. I can then jump into Ableton, point all these drums at a new clip. Let's say we've dropped in a synth, or we're using one of Exhale's plugin, Output Sounds plugins. I really like, Exhale's a brilliant one. Use that, select the key. So let's say the track's in E minor, select that over there, and all of a sudden I've got a lot of vocal sounds in that exact key. So then I can start playing around live with this whole visual thing. It doesn't have to just be pre-programmed anymore now. So I've got every drum in key with the track, so I can start playing along with things, and it's no longer as fixed and as regimented as it used to be. So we've been developing the show in a way that we can just really flow with the crowd a lot more and still also incorporate the visual element, the sampling, the sounds, playing around with the graphics, all that sort of stuff. Yes, right, so this is a single I did with this guy called Richie Nuz from LA, who I actually met on my honeymoon with my wife in Thailand while he was on his honeymoon like 2 years ago. And he was like, oh, I'm a singer. I was like, oh, hey, I'm a music producer, let's do something together. So 2 years later, we've done a track and we just released it a few weeks ago. Let's give the drop a go.
percussive.